Hey everyone, it's MK. Welcome back to MK Quilts and MK Quilts University. So today I am working for a few hours in the studio ahead of live Q&A, which is happening tonight. So I wanted to tell you, first of all, that what you're looking at on the screen is a little bit of a follow-up to a couple of weeks ago. I did a live layout and rendering session where I started first on Facebook and then I went to a Zoom session and I showed you how I was working on this quilt behind me and we did this layout right here. Well, the customer wanted some changes. And so what I've been doing today real quickly in the studio is doing some follow-up in the way of a recording to show you how I'm taking this using simulation and just making it this. Okay, it's really pretty straightforward, but lots of times I think that and I think, well, people know how to do that. And then I'm like, no, MK, people don't necessarily know how to do that. So I'm making a few lessons on just kind of a follow up on how I'm making these changes. But the other thing that I wanted to say, and it's a little bit of an oops on my part. So Judy is my director of education. She and I had been reviewing some of the lessons in the Q&A course, and she had told me that I had a lesson there that was a duplicate. It was twice on if you needed to ask a question. So I went and deleted one of those lessons. But in doing so, I think I deleted some of the questions that you may have added for tonight. So I apologize about that. I don't know. I guess I was going too fast. So note to self, slow down sometimes, MK. But the other thing is if you had some questions for tonight, would you please go into the directed lesson that is remaining on the Q&A course and drop your question, and I will try to do those questions first tonight. But what I'm really going to focus on tonight is taking you from Pro Stitcher Premium version 537, which is what I'm working in right now, because that's what I was working in when I created this layout, to the new beta version of Pro Stitcher Connect. Okay, I worked with it a little bit last week after it was released, and I am very, very pleased with it. And I want to share some of that with you tonight. So I really want to spend a good amount of time. And if you have questions for me or Mr. MK, all surrounding updating your tablets and updating to Pro Stitcher Connect, we will cover all of that tonight. Just a reminder, he has covered some of that before, but don't worry if you didn't catch any of that. Let's just readdress some of that tonight, and I will show you how to update your simulators. My staffer, Adam, he is a certified technician with us. He has been updating one of my personal tablets. So I have a couple of tablets that I kind of interchange on and off of machines, and I am having him update one of my tablets fully with all of the Windows updates that are needed. And we're updating that tablet to the new version so that I can test that new stuff on my machine. Okay, for tonight, we're going to be talking about updating our simulators. Okay, so I don't necessarily always recommend that you do those two things at the same time. Let me do that. Okay, I'm updating my simulator. I'm going to update my machine. I'm going to give it a go. And then I will let you know when it's okay to do the same. I think that this new beta version, from what I can tell, I'm very, very happy with it. And I'm completely fine to run that on my laptop. And then you let me run it on my machine for a little while, and then I will give you the deets about that at a further date. Okay, so join me tonight, live Q&A with MK, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Mr. MK will be on with me as well. And if you have a question, you need to go to the Q&A course, drop your question. I will take those questions first. Please, if you think you already submitted a question, please just resubmit it. I apologize, my bad. And then tonight we will cover those and we will talk about Pro Stitcher Connect, the new beta version. All right, until then, from the studio to you, happy quilting, everybody. Bye-bye.